Once upon a time, in the Whispering Woods, there lived a funny little monster, Lalebo. He had big, pointy ears and a wide, toothy grin. He loved to explore and make new friends. One day, Lalebo was walking through the woods when he noticed that the little mushroom houses of the Shine Sprites were all dark. Their light was what made the forest beautiful, but it seemed like they had lost their glow. When Lalebo asked what was wrong, the sprites told him they had lost their giggles, and without giggles, they couldn't shine. Lalebo knew he had to help. The thought of a dark forest without giggles made him very sad. So he sat down under an old willow tree and put his big ears to work. He listened closely and heard a tiny whisper saying that giggles are powered by happiness and the Shine Sprites needed a big, happy belly laugh. Giggles. That's what they needed. And Lalebo knew just what to do. He stood on his head and wiggled his toes, and the sprites watched. A few of them even giggled at how silly he looked. Then he found two big, fluffy dandelions and tried to juggle them, but he wasn't very good at it, and the fluffy seeds tickled his nose, making him sneeze a giant, silly achoo that sent him tumbling backward. One of the sprites let out a tiny laugh, and a small flicker of light appeared on its belly. Lalebo was getting closer. For his grand finale, he found a puddle of morning dew and began to slip and slide. He splashed and made funny faces and pretended he was a graceful dancer, but he looked more like a wobbly jelly bean. Suddenly, one of the sprites, Flicker, let out a loud giggle. It was a wonderful, bubbly sound, and as he laughed, his body began to glow brightly. The other sprites saw how silly Lalebo was, and they couldn't help themselves. Giggles turned into chuckles, and chuckles turned into big, happy belly laughs that echoed through the forest. With every laugh, the Shine Sprites lit up one by one, shining brighter and brighter until the whole forest was filled with their warm, joyful light. They cheered for Lalebo and danced around him, their lights twinkling like 1,000 tiny fireflies. That night, they threw the best and brightest party the Whispering Woods had ever seen, and Lalebo, the hero with the big ears and even bigger heart, danced with them until the sun came up.